Hello everyone. My name is Earl Knight, your expert realtor. Today we're going to be going over how to find a great realtor. It's step 4 of our process, a 10-step process to purchase a home. And in that 10-step process, it's also a link in there where you can download it, all 10 steps today right away if you need to do so. But I would love to share this great information with you. I'm going to be sharing this great information with you in just a few minutes. Again, my name is Earl Knight, your expert realtor. Been licensed now in the state of Georgia, also in the state of Florida for now over 18 years. And we just love sharing great information. My 10-step process basically involves start with your credit, setting your budget, lining up cash, find a great realtor, definitely get pre-approved, search for a home, make an offer, go into contract, get home inspection, and close the deal. So I know I said them pretty fast, but again, you can download the link. And today, the whole topic of today is basically finding a great realtor, or how do you know if you have a great realtor. And I'm just going to give 5 key characteristics I think that are important. It's not all the qualities, not all the characteristics, but I think they're very important. So this video is not very long. So let's jump right into it, okay? All right, so how do we find a great realtor? What are some qualities about a great realtor? Number 1 being they must be responsive and available. They must understand how important and serious a real estate transaction is, and will always make sure your needs are a priority. And that's very important because in this day of age of technology, you know, if I'm out with a client and I get a call, which I do get plenty of calls when I'm out with clients, I do have the ability to text them and say, look, hey, I'm in a client, I'm in an appointment. Can I hit you right back? If it's something important, I can step out, give you a call. Or for instance, I have clients that are sometimes in other states, in other countries, whether in Afghanistan, Canada or whatnot, and the only time we can is communicate through email. And sometimes we have a 12 or 14 hour difference. In that case, then, you know, I may be up at a certain time of day when they're asleep and vice versa. So we have to be able to be available and responsive, not just even through communication, but also showing the property. Sometimes showing a property can be just on weekends or just during the week, in the early of the day or late in the evening. So we have to also be flexible, or that realtor must be flexible that you're working with. Number 2, they have asked you to get a pre-approval. So as a realtor, I always ask my clients, have you already been pre-approved? It's a little different from being pre-qualified, and we can go into that later on another day because that's a whole other can of worms. But it's very important that you get pre-approved, not just for me as a realtor, but definitely for you. Because what that does is it would get you great information about the process, and that way you'll know exactly what you're looking for, what kind of payment you're looking for, what type of price range you want to stay in. So that way you're not just out just looking at any kind of home, but you're looking at a home that fits your very unique needs. Because I'm going to say there's more than once. There's no 2 homes are alike. There's no 2 clients or home buyers or sellers that are alike. So everyone's unique in exactly what they need. And let's go on to number 3. Your realtor must be honest, even if it hurts. Man, that's a big one, because what you're looking for may be impossible. I have clients sometimes say, look, you know, my budget is $100,000. I want to keep my payment about $600 a month. And I'm looking for a 5-bedroom, 3-bath. It has to be fenced, open concept, granite countertops, and, you know, a pool would be great. You know, I don't know what market you're in, but I know in my market, for $100,000, man, you're definitely not getting that. And I have to be able to explain that, articulate that in a way that doesn't anger them, but shows them, you know, based on the market and the area they're looking to purchase in, that that's just not doable. So you have to be honest even when it hurts. Also, you have to be so honest that the house they may be looking at may have potential issues. And a realtor's not just trying to make a buck. That realtor cares about their well-being, you know, well after the closing. So that's very important as well. You know, I have clients sometimes that say, look, you know, I love this house, perfect location, has everything that we need, bedroom, bath, the land is wonderful, but then we get to the electrical panel. It's old and outdated. That means your insurance is going to be high. It may not be insurable. There may be some other things that's going on with the home, with some selling issues. So as a realtor, we have to be able to point those things out, because sometimes our buyers are just looking at from a standpoint, man, this is a lovely house, this is what I want, and not looking at all the different things. So as a realtor, we must be honest, and even if it hurts. Let's go on to number 4. We as a realtor also must be knowledgeable and be able to pay attention to detail, and that's key. That realtor must understand the process it would take to purchase the property, and can explain clearly, possibly multiple times, that process from beginning to end, before the pre-approval process. What it's going to be like at closing. Is there going to be a walkthrough? Do you need an inspection? Do you need appraisals? All these different things that realtor must be knowledgeable. Not just on the steps of the process, but they also must be knowledgeable about real estate, about the area, about what a home is. If that home is a great home to buy. Because I get asked all the time, would you buy that home? So I have to be able to answer that honestly and understand that I understand that particular home. Also, paying attention to detail. Again, no two homes are alike. And again, no two clients are alike. So as a realtor, that realtor must be organized. They must be able to follow up and listen to those unique needs of that client. And that's very, very important because, again, no two clients are alike. And let's sum it up with number 5. 5 is don't give up easily. That realtor has to be a problem solver, and that realtor must be creative. And what do you mean by a problem solver? So, or be creative. A lot of times we go into deals and they're not always perfect. We're dealing with the inspector, we're dealing with an appraiser, we're dealing with a lender, we're dealing with buyer and sellers. And sometimes buyer and sellers don't always agree, or they don't always like each other, or that appraiser didn't appraise the house like it should have appraised for. And now, the seller doesn't want to reduce the price and the buyer doesn't want to go up on the amount. And then sometimes, during a home inspection or the appraisal, there's some repairs that are needed. That seller doesn't have money. That buyer doesn't have the money to buy the repairs, or they just don't want to. And as a realtor, we have to get creative because the buyer does love the house, or they wouldn't have got into contract, and the seller wants to sell the house, or they wouldn't have got into contract. So those things are very, very important. And you say, well, how do you solve that? An example of solving that would be what I've done in the past. To say, look, seller, hey, let's see if you can give a credit at closing. That way, you don't have to come out any money up front, and that way the buyer still gets what they need. And a lot of times that will be suffice. So those are just 5 good qualities in a realtor. And just to recap, number 1, of finding a great realtor, they must be responsive and available. Number 2, they have asked you to get a pre-approval. Number 3, they are honest with you even if it hurts. Number 4, they're knowledgeable and pay great attention to detail. And number 5, they don't give up easily. So to me, these are 5 big things on finding a great realtor. I do thank you for watching the video on today. Again, my name is Earl Knight, your expert realtor, licensed now for over 18 years in the state of Florida, state of Georgia. I just love sharing this great information with you. Again, there's a free 10-step process of purchasing a home. Just click on the link, download it. Look forward to sharing more information with you in the future. If you do have any questions or concerns about purchasing a home, no matter where you are, whether you're an investor, you're looking for land, whatever it is in real estate, feel free to leave a comment, message me, and I look forward to getting back with you soon. Thank you again, and God bless. We'll talk to you later. Bye.